So, hello, if you can hear me. Yeah, we're just gonna do this tire test. Hold on. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Actually, is the mic even working? Hello? 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 Okay. It's working. So, obviously now we're gonna go to the MotoGP tire test and also review the first 10 races of the season and the performances of each constructor of the 2023 season, and of course we compare it to, of course, the old seasons. And yeah, so let's start off first with, of course, us, Aprilia. It's a massive improvement from our side and the Aprilia side, and I mean our performances are up, not helped by me, but yeah, just the factory team and the fit with me and Aprilia is just so good. It fits perfectly with the project, and we're in the states of good work. So as for my teammates, Alicia Spargo, I mean, Alicia Spargo has also been kind of decent so far this season. So Alicia, of course, has a win this season, and as for Maverick Vinales, he's got a couple of podiums here and there. He's got a top 2, best finisher of 2nd place, almost had that podium in Qatar, but as you know, circumstances do change. So at the moment, I kind of feel like Aprilia has been good on the upside, and yeah, and I see it in the two eyes that Aprilia has been good, and Aprilia has been a good work. As for Ducati, it has been an up and down season for Ducati this season. Of course, best rider is Pecco Bagnaia. In 2nd place, 66 points behind the championship leader, which is ourselves. And Ducati are just like 10 points behind in the constructor standings. Factory Ducati, I'm gonna give them a little bit, like, say, if there's a grading system, I might just give them like a B minus. Actually, no, an A, because they have been so decent this season. They haven't actually had a bad 2023. Jack Miller and Pecco Bagnaia, of course, had wins. Bagnaia has 2, Miller has 1 in Jerez. So yeah, that's good for the factory team. As for the satellite teams, Prima Private Ducati, I'd say they're on a B, not B minus, not B plus, but just a B. Jan Zarco has been fighting on the top. He's actually in the top, battling for the top 3 in the standings. And not gonna lie, aside from that performance, I feel like just overall, Prima Private Ducati has not had a good season, has not had a decent season. Jorge Martin has not been fighting at the top consistently, especially with his teammate on Zarco battling at the top. So far, the past road races, both Prima Private Ducatis have actually had bad runs here, especially in Mugello, where Zarco didn't score points. Martin, it's actually outbeat by Martin, and then here in Catalunya, Martin actually beat him again. Actually, no, Catalunya is one of the worst races of Premium Private Ducati, as the Italian team has not had both riders out of the points in 2 years until Catalunya, where of course Zarco didn't score points, Martin also. So that's a team done. Then as for Gresini, I'm gonna give them a minus. Well, a minus. Solely the grade has been helped because of the win in this track in Catalunya, but more or not, Nea Bastianini has been fighting for top 5 in championship. So that's an upside for the team. And as for Fabio Di Giannantonio, he has had a disappointing second season in MotoGP. He hasn't had a top 10 in MotoGP so far, so I feel like next season and future seasons, I feel like Fabio will exceed. But right now, it's not a good season for that side of the garage. As for Mooney VR46, it's gonna be a C plus. Mooney VR46 has been kind of decent, just like a little bit mid so far in 2023. They have not had a single top 3. The best finish, of course, was 4th place when Marco Bezzecchi finished 4th, almost got the podium if he didn't run out of momentum, didn't run out of tires there in the latter stages of that race. But overall, just amazing by the Mooney VR46. VR46, I can see, has been kind of mid, other than this race. Luca Marini almost got a podium until he crashed out, so I mean, their performance is starting to go up here. I can see them being a good team in 2024, maybe 2025. But right now, Mooney VR46, you gotta stay where it is, C minus. So now, on to what? On to KTM. So actually no, on to Yamaha. Yamaha has a mixed bag so far. Fabio Quartararo has had a good hasn't had the good bounce back season compared to 2022, but he's still in the top 10 standings, and rightfully so. Quartararo has been not the 2021 world champion. He's not been performing as the 2021 world champ should do, but so far it has been quite the thing for that team. So as for Franco Morbidelli, Morbidelli has had a decent 2023. He's had he's had a good bounce back season with a podium in Mugello, and of course brilliant results for Frankie. And not gonna lie, Morbidelli so far in these past couple of races, Morbidelli has been the better of Fabio Quartararo in terms of expectations, in terms of performance in the Yamaha. So that is good for the Italian, and I hope that he'll continue his run of form in the rest of 2023. As for Suzuki, Suzuki, I'm gonna give them a C plus. For Yamaha, I gave them a B just for their performance. Suzuki, I'm just gonna give them a C plus. Both riders are top 10, that's good, but overall, just winless 2023 so far. No wins for Alex Rins nor Joan Mir since 2022. Actually, no, since 2021. Both of them have not won a single race this season, so at the moment I feel like Suzuki is just gonna continue like this until the end of 2023, so maybe in 2024 we might see them exceed expectations, but right now 2023 has not been the year for Suzuki that we thought it would be. But still C+, that's still a good grade, and yeah, me and Rins, the two Spaniards, 2020 World Champion, we hope that they'll bounce back for 2024. As for KTM, the KTM factory, Binder and Oliveira, I'm gonna give them a C-. Sole reason? Well, so far only one podium. We've only seen them once fighting for the victory, and that was in Argentina, and that chance they sold it. So Argentina, and I mean, not gonna lie, one podium for Brad Binder. That is quite an exception there for KTM, considering they're 2022. But right now, Brad Binder is and Miguel Oliveira basically just battling for their own achievements, I guess, not for the team's results. As for the satellite team, I'm gonna give them a solid D. Well, we thought the Tech 3 last season would just do decently, like at least get a top 10 once, but last season they didn't expect expectations, they didn't meet expectations, as well as this season as well. They only had one top 10 in 2023, and actually no, 1 points finish in 2023, so I'm gonna give them a solid D for that. Remy Gardner, Raul Fernandez, they've had the time, but I feel like they need to step it up now for 2024 in order for them to keep their rides as KTM rides for 2025. Well, as for the Honda HRC, well, let's start off with the factory team. First up, Marc Marquez. I'm gonna give Marquez a solid. I'm gonna give HRC, the factory team, a solid C-. Now, to think that it's the factory team is C-, it's really good, not gonna lie, for them, because this 2023 season has been terrible for Honda overall, the Japanese manufacturer overall. Marc Marquez, no podium since 2021. He hasn't had a podium since 2021. He hasn't had a top 4 finish since 2021. Best, actually no, he had a finish in 2020 this season with a top 4, but that's about it for Marquez. The rest of the season, nah, I don't see Marquez anywhere. Yes, he has been flirting with the top 6 sometimes, but Marquez is 2023. I mean, his 2022 years old was quite bad. But overall, it's just not where it needs to be for Marc Marquez. As for Paul Espargaro, well, he's had his first podium since 2020. He's the only podium finisher of the HRC team this season, and for the past 2 seasons, HRC's only had 1 podium, and that's from Paul Espargaro himself. So, and Paul Espargaro, I mean, not gonna lie, for Paul, it has been a decent season for him. It's a really good bounce back season for Paul, but aside from the podium, he's been nowhere. Well, yes, he had finished in the top 4, but yeah, overall, just not where it needs to be. LCR Honda, Alex Mark, I'm gonna give them a solid D minus as well. I'm gonna give them a D. Actually, yeah, D minus, because yeah. Yeah, it's still D minus for LCR Honda. Not the way that LCR wants it, but LCR Honda is not a good 2023. Both riders last in the top. I'm not gonna lie, it has been a tough time. Tough time for LCR Honda. And finally, I forgot about this in the Yamaha sequence. It's with the Yamaha RNF, of course, formerly known as Petronas Yamaha. So it's actually a B plus for their season. Exceeded expectations. Got their first podium in Darren Binder. Binder's had a brilliant 2023 for him, especially after 2022. With you, RNF for Yamaha, actually, I said more top 10 finishes than Honda combined. They've had 4 top 10 finishes compared to Honda's 3. Actually, then Honda's 2. So, yeah, Honda's not had a good 2023, has he? So we're just putting in qualifying times here, not pushing it. But yeah, as for the official test, we're just testing the 2 bikes. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm leaning onto the official bike. Handles better. 41.2. I'm gonna give one more crack at it. I'm gonna switch back to bike B. Alright, I'm gonna finish the test, and yeah. So that's gonna do it. We'll see you in the next episode. You see 41s overall. Could have had a 40, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next time. Just goodbye and take care. Enjoy the rest of the ABBA. I did ABBB. Oh, that's ABB. Okay, 40.7. So, I mean, the prototype is good, but just this. I mean, I might just go prototype on this one. I'm gonna test the prototype. So, I'm gonna restart the stream, and yeah, let's go to the real deal.